This match being played on temporary grass here. They've had to rip up the normal artificial surface because it's not deemed suitable. Cooper trying to find a way through. He's been brought into the side. One of three changes made by Panama. Forward, Godoy making forward, the tall midfield player. Another who's been brought back into the side here tonight. Here he is again. Godoy looking to get the cross away. Taylor, interesting to see how the Panamanians approach the task. I think the one thing we're learning about this hexagonal, the games are very, very tight indeed. That draw between Mexico and Costa Rica was the 7th so far in the group out of 14 matches. Half of them, in other words, have been drawn.
And Mexico hasn't scored a goal in over 250 plus minutes at Azteca yet.
And the fans are getting a little restless about that one, of course. USA upbeat mood at the moment. Look at DeMarcus Beasley here breaking forward from the left back position, getting a decent looking cross, and Eddie Johnson couldn't get there, and then Dempsey rather inside Altidore. Very good first touch from him. Nice technically. Cameron joins in. This is good fluency about this move from the USA so far. DeMarcus Beasley looking to get... I don't think the club thought he was ever really in shape, but he certainly does the job when he plays for Panama. His goal return proves it. Nearly a goal every other game. Here's Bradley again, very much the orchestrator in midfield. Give me the ball and I'll try to do something sensible and knit it all together. Is Geoff Cameron, whose versatility may come to help him when Jürgen Klinsmann eventually sits down, or we hope he does, to pencil the 20. Good bit of play that by Eddie Johnson. His every touch being cheered by his hometown fans here. Fabian Johnson inside. Cameron with a cute little flick towards Dempsey. Being too hard on yourself. It's the last time the two countries have played a World Cup qualifier against each other. Now then, look at this from Michael Bradley. Good run from midfield. Fabian Johnson here. Not really away. Bradley's got a chance. Oh, that might have been on his way in, but it hit Dempsey on the way.
Geoff Cameron playing that number 6 role. But this is where Michael Bradley can surprise you with long runs coming out of the midfield. But watch this. He stays with the play. He's looking for that second ball. It's just unlucky. What can Dempsey do?
Doesn't look as if that Deli Valdez, the Panamanian coach, has had a look at the USA and thinks the way to maybe attack them is down that side.
Well, we saw Friday night at home against Mexico. They had all 11 players in their own half of the field. Their line of confrontation tonight is much higher than expected. The space for Cameron and Bradley to play out of the back is much more limited than they thought coming in. But Ian, you and I were talking about at breakfast, and I said the biggest thing they have to be careful on the United States is getting complacent with possession. And right now, they're consistently just knocking the ball around the back. Why not get Fabian Johnson, Eddie Johnson, Josie Altidore over the top?
Altidore looking for a 1-2 here with Dempsey. Now it's Eddie Johnson. Chip towards Altidore, well defended by Roman Torres. Definitely a situation where patience is a virtue. Cameron. Nicely done by Altidore, that. Very deft piece of control. DeMarcus Beasley. Oh, well played by Altidore. Now, was he brought down there? What does the referee give? He gives a free kick to Panama in the end. Altidore is furious. He thinks he should have had a spot kick there. He wants to concentrate and focus on getting his form back. Well, that form has returned. He's looking a threat again here. Look at this run from Bradley. Real drive from the Roma man. Now then, Fabian Johnson, can he get this right? Cross the face of goal. And yes, it's Altidore again for the third game running. And the US have the lead after a picture-book move. Looking to bite straight back again here. It's good awareness by Omar Gonzalez. It puts a lot of red shirts forward, but now the brake's on. Bradley. Oh, it's played towards Dempsey instead. Altidore wanted it played in his path. He thought he was in behind for a moment there.
So important that you get that first goal in the first half, though, Ian, because now it opens up the game. Now human nature sets in for Panama. They're going to chase the game. You've got them on the ropes here.
Good bit of play. Eddie Johnson looks to get the right cross. Torres gets it away. And then Cameron with a header from must have been nearly 25 yards. Home game in the Hex, this for the US. The other one was the snowy win against Costa Rica. Jurgen Klinsmann says the snow hurt us more than Costa Rica. We'd have won it 3 or 4-0 because we were playing that well until the blizzard came. Costa Rica might have...
Not including tonight for the US national team at left midfield or left wing. They've scored 9 goals.
DeMarcus Beasley. Altidore looked for the layoff. Bradley looked to control that. You could see him try to get his body weight over that to keep it down. He couldn't quite manage it, even a scorer of C. Bradley.
A huge positive for the United States in this first half. It's not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3 players inside that 18. Look at that right there. That's
half the program still to come. Bradley, lovely ball, beautifully measured for Tejada. Just got to make sure he doesn't get on the end of anything when it's not presented with a chance, because he is likely to take it. Nicely done. Appreciative applause from this big crowd at CenturyLink Field in Seattle.
Gonzalez coming into that role. I'd argue that Matt Beasler's been the better of the two at center back the last 3 or 4 games.
It's only been a bonus fine. Cameron, good driving run through the midfield. Dempsey here. In the end by Beloy, captain and leader for Panama at the back.
And that is the meat and potatoes of Beloy defensively. So strong, one-on-one.
Free kick, he's not getting one. Panama give it away again. 1 or 2 inquests going on among their players. Game against Germany and then scoring the winner in Jamaica. Cameron's ball is a beauty. Eddie Johnson does it on his home turf. 2-0 the USA. That's the one they wanted. Now there's clear one
across that line. Make sure he's onside. What a ball from Geoff Cameron. Perfect first touch, and that's an easy finish for a player like Eddie Johnson. That is a great ball, but I love the run from Eddie Johnson because too often that winger, that forward is offside.
Yep, they're in party mood, all right. Dempsey, Altidore. Look at the white shirt streaming forward here. DeMarcus Beasley. Sanchez. It's a loose ball. They can't afford to be doing that, Panama. The US might just fancy the way this goes there under pressure. Amilcar Enriquez. Dispossessed, now the break is on. Cameron can lead it. Altidore to one side. Dempsey's up there as well. Here is Clint Dempsey. Beautifully done, Altidore. They need one more in there. Altidore goes alone. Great effort. Dempsey! Oh, he's hit the bar. He's hit the bar. It's a consecutive game.
They've only lost 1 of those.
Dempsey flattened, and not before he made a nice little layoff to Fabian Johnson. The Sounders fans here, there's a real buzz around the stadium. They so want him to do well, and he has. In South Africa playing every game. Didn't score there, but he did win a Man of the Match award in the game against Algeria, the famous game with the heart-stopping finish, that Landon Donovan goal. Eddie Johnson again, the first time layoff. Bradley, Altidore, beautifully done. Dempsey tried to pass it in. Still no sign of Jurgen Klinsmann thinking along those lines. He's pretty happy with what he's seeing here. Altidore. Oh, and it's beautifully done. Beasley! Oh, he's hit the outside of the post. Nearly his first goal since 2008.
Combination play in the midfield. What a ball from Michael Bradley, but good recognition from Fabian Johnson. But this is what it's about. Jurgen Klinsmann has asked Josie
Sounders consistently the club drawing the biggest crowds in Major League Soccer by an average of about 20,000. Now then, is there going to be something else here? Altidore looking to take on Torres, who didn't, but then recovered magnificently. Here he is again, the substitute. Panama have now made all the changes they can. USA on their way to keeping sure to go to espnfc.com to watch our live post them a bit. Gabriel Torres again. Nearly found the right ball for Barahona. Bradley. Again picks a really good ball for